everyone, this is Beth from Art by Bedell. I am so happy to have you back with me today. I have off camera because it was just taking the big candy corn and just stitching it on here. I had a piece of an index card that I had coffee stained with a stencil, and I'm tucking that inside there. And for now, I'm calling that done. I may end up deciding to add a little something more to it, but for right now, we're gonna add it down. We're gonna fold that under, and this is what we wanna work on today, is this page here. This is stenciled coffee paper. It has some of the alphabet here, and I have the same stencil that I did the same day on a paper bag. So I'm gonna ink up around that paper bag, and we are going to design our page around this paper bag. The paper bag measures 5 by 7 1/4. Use whatever works for whatever size page you're working on. Maybe you'll find a smaller bag. So I have that down, and I'm going to glue on the 2 long sides and across the bottom to get this put in place. So I've inked up around the outside edge of the bag, plus I stitched it down with the sewing machine on 3 sides. Doing so, like that, makes it so it has a pocket in the bag and a pocket behind the bag. On the front side of this pocket, I have a piece of leaf printing that I did on some white paper, and this was in my stash. Good feeling to be able to pull something out of your stash and use it up. And it was done with metallic paint. So I took a leaf out of the yard, and I used the side that had the veins on it, and I brayered some metallic paint, acrylic paint on it, and then pressed it onto my paper, and I got this beautiful paper. So I'm going to make a pocket out of that also. So I'm going to go down the 2 short sides and across the long side. I am putting this on my bag just to the left of the right hand side of the bag. I will go over to my machine and I will do a straight stitch around this. There, now that creates another pocket. So now we have this page that has a pocket here, here, and here. On the outside of this bottom pocket, I want to add a basket of apples. I have one of my little baskets that I did, and I have all these little bitty apples that I've been busy cutting out. And we're going to fill our basket with some apples. Let's decide first if we need anything more on this pocket here before we start adding apples. And I think I don't want to cover up the leaves, so I'm just going to add my basket, maybe just a piece of Echo Print paper, like right there, just for the basket to have something to sit on. Otherwise, the basket looks like it's just kind of floating there. So if we put something here, it'll have something to sit on. And then our basket we will glue on the 2 sides and across the bottom. Oh, that's much better to have the basket have something to sit on. I also like the idea that this was a bright piece of paper, and I like the idea that we added this that pulls all these elements together onto the front of this pocket. So let's take some apples and fill our basket here. Stump a few out, and we'll just add some of them in there, and we're going to just put them in there with some of our art glitter glue. Some will go behind, some will go in front, some will be barely able to be seen. Fill your basket. I'm going to go fill this and I'll be right back. Okay, there we go with a full basket of apples. How about we put a few on the bottom? And I think this page, this pocket needs a quote. And I have one that says, "Autumn is the mellower season, and what we lose in flowers, we more than gain in fruits." Now we just need to figure out what we're going to put in our pocket here. What I have for this pocket is a large apple, and I'm going to go around the outside edge of that. I sound like a broken record. All my videos, we're going to go around the outside edge of that with some black ink. So for our large apple, I went around the outside with black ink and around the outside on the back, and I also put our line stamps in for journaling. And then this apple will just sit down inside our pocket like that. Now for up here and in the back, I thought maybe I would add some, of course, you know it's coming, copy paper. How about a piece of this beautiful Echo Print copy paper with the hay scent fern? Let's fold that in 3 and tuck that right down in behind the bag. Fits very nicely, just like that. And then for the next one here, let's make a journal panel to fit inside our bag. So we have what I've been doing right along, and you can go back and watch another video in the playlist to see how I've been doing that. And we're going to add a piece of our leaf print paper on top of that we added on our pocket on the front of the bag with the apples. So we have that, and we'll ink up around that. So I have taken my piece of leaf print paper and glued that down on 3 sides. Leaving room for a pocket here in case I decide I want to do something there. If not, I can go in and put a little glue in behind that afterwards. And I have a piece of music paper that I want to use to anchor my basket down with. And this time I'm using a bigger basket with a little bit bigger apples on our journal panel. So then we have our bigger basket, and I am going to glue that down on the 3 sides also. And then here are our bigger apples that we're going to use for this project. One with the leaf going off to the left and one with the leaf going off to the right. First off, I'm going to go sew my basket on and go around the outside edge. All right, I have stitched around the bucket and around the panel. I have my paper on the back. Let's add a couple apples to our basket. I think we're going to add 3 apples to our basket. There we have our 3 apples in our basket. And let's see, what should we add down at the bottom of this? I think another quote. Guys, let's see what we have. We have this quote that says, "No spring nor summer beauty hath such grace as I have seen on one autumnal face," by John Donne. Let's put something behind that. There we have our panel for our basket of apples. Journal on the back, and then this panel will go down inside the bag just like that. So we have an abundance of apples on this page. Now to do our panel project, we're going to use the very same thing that we did here, and we're going to make a tag. The tag is going to be made out of the leaf printing paper, and I think we'll go ahead and tear around all the edges of that. Here we go. I went around, tore around the edges of it, added my black ink to the front and the back. Let's stamp on the back for our journaling lines. There we go. And then let's take this and add another basket of little apples on our tag. Because we don't have on our panel the little basket of apples, we're going to put it on our tag. We need our little apples. We need to put something behind this. So let's get some music paper that can ground our basket. Have a little piece of this. And what that is some of our napkin. And I think we'll put that right down here on the bottom with our Yoo-Hoo glue stick as carefully as possible. And then we'll put our music paper over top of that. And then our basket can sit on top of all of that. Gluing along the 3 sides of our basket so that we have a pocket there that we can stick some apples in. I'm going to go stitch around the basket and then all the way around our tag. I'll be right back. All right, so I've stitched all the way around the basket and the tag, and I want to add some apples. And we'll do the same thing. We'll just pull out a few apples here and we'll fill our basket. And there we have our basket of apples. Oh my gosh, I'm just thinking those are so cute. And again, it needs something down here. So let's add our apple down here because it's smaller and it will look better than what it was going to look on our other piece. How about a piece of fabric that we have used on the belly band of one of our other pages? I think it was the candy corn page that we used the belly band with. A little bit of fabric fusion. And it needs a tab. And this tab is going to be created from a piece of fabric and a piece of music paper. And I'm going to staple this one on. There we go. It's finished. Journaling space on the back. Now, in order for this to be used with our journal panel, you'll have to make it into a tuck spot because I created it too wide to go down inside a pocket. So it'll have to be a tuck spot, which is okay. Tuck spots are fun too. So there we have our journal panel and our tag, our journal card that will go with that project. And that completes another page in our journal, our panel, our tag, and the panel that will go down inside our bag. I hope you have enjoyed, again, another project in our fall journal. It is coming to a close, guys. We don't have much more to do, and it will be finished. So thank you for watching, and I hope you come back and see us again soon. And you have a wonderful day today. Bye now.